Hi everyone, Joseph Lavoie here. Welcome to Business is Politics. As you can tell, I'm on the road this week shooting this video from Ottawa. As you know, last week I introduced the start of a new regulatory framework that I'm experimenting on navigating how successful commercial brands navigate regulatory landscapes. And last week we looked at the power of regulatory foresight. Today, we're going to take a look at power number 2, which is that of government engagement with a specific eye to securing exclusive partnerships. The definition around this power, nothing too surprising, right? It's obviously defined as building and maintaining strong relationships with government officials, with regulators and policymakers. The kind of stuff, frankly, many organizations do now, and they do quite effectively. And that's, of course, because effective government engagement lets companies bring their voice to the policymaking process. And by establishing credibility and trust with regulators, companies can influence policies that affect their operations. And as a result, they gain insights into expectations around their regulatory performance. But here's a less obvious application of this power, and it's using these relationships to establish strategic partnerships with governments or regulatory bodies that provide exclusive benefits or access unavailable to competitors. This is a rather unique approach, right? These partnerships can grant the company preferential treatment, like exclusive contracts, subsidies, or pilot programs. And the competitive advantage that this provides can be sometimes pretty large. It provides access to resources or markets that competitors cannot reach. You think about, for example, how complicated procurement can often be to secure these exclusive partnerships. Not every business is equipped to succeed in that environment. So such partnerships are often exclusive, they're built on trust, and they're built on long-term relationship building. So it's an incredible power if an organization or a brand wields it and wields it well. I used Apple as an example for the first power. Well, they actually serve as a good example here because Apple holds strategic partnerships with educational and government institutions through a program that they have called Everyone Can Code, and it integrates coding into curricula using Apple devices. And schools adopting Apple's programs often invest in iPads and iMacs, creating a dedicated customer base. Now, another example that we often see of these types of agreements, of course, is in the NFL, and it has a long history of securing exclusive stadium deals with governments where cities and states provide tax incentives for stadium construction and renovation. These arrangements often grant the NFL teams exclusive rights to use the facilities, sometimes at very favorable terms. So, publicly funded stadiums, they also help these teams reduce their expenditures, their capital expenditures, and that can in turn increase their profitability. And so NFL, these stadium deals can often be very controversial with taxpayers, but done well, can also build a lot of trust and creates a whole new market for these brands, and it can totally change their bottom line. So there we are. That is power number 2, the power of government engagement, specifically if you're able to use those relationships to secure trusted strategic partnerships and open up new markets for yourself. There we are. We'll shoot the next video from Toronto.